Hello everybody, myself Seema Bhandarkar. I am going to tell you something about NoSQL, hence not only SQL. Now, outcomes of this session are students will be able to know about NoSQL database. They may able to list types of uh, NoSQL databases and its usage. Now, firstly, we'll see what are the advantages of relational database. Is the value. Getting at persistent data means when we use relational database, the database allows more flexibility to store a large amount of data. It is designed for all purpose of data. It follows ACID properties, that is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Uh, Concurrency can be achieved using relational database. Means multiple users can update, use the data simultaneously. Recovery system is also available through RDBMS. It is based on mathematical background, that is relational algebra. Integration, the common way to do in shared database integration, where multiple applications store their data in the same database is possible in RDBMS. Standard query language, that is SQL, is used and which is similar to all distribution of all different database management softwares relation. Then it is having some reporting services also. So these are the advantages of relational databases, and we can see there are many business applications where we are using relational database. Even web-based application also using e-commerce sites. It uses relational database. Developers begin in front relational database management system with integrate with catching mechanisms that boost the performance of loads of your database and simplifies the scalability. Now here there are many examples of relational databases, that is MySQL, Oracle, then SQL Server, Sybase, Postgres, IBM DB2. So there are so many relational database management systems. Some are paid and some are free or open source. But there are some disadvantages of RDBMS, that is scaling. Firstly, when data set is too big, that is big data like social networking, Facebook or Twitter's, here dynamic databases there means it is scaled many times. At the time, it is disadvantages by using relational database management system, and it is not designed for distributed databases. Now here, suppose we want to scale our DBMS, then we are using two strategies. That is, first is master slave. Here all writes and written on master and the reads perform against replicated slave. So there is a master and slave are there. All the data, main data is written on master, and the replicated data is stored on slave only. But there are problem in master slave also, means for critical read, and suppose the write may not be propagated to down to the slave, then there is a problem of reading of data, particular data, that is there is no consistency over there. So another one is sharding, that is partitioning. Over here scale will both reads and write, not transparent. Application needs to partition aware, can no longer have the relationship joins across partitions, loss of referential integrity across shards. So here we can distribute on different uh, ways, different machines, both read and writes. But it is having again a problem over here when we are doing partitioning of data, horizontal or vertical partitioning. At that time, we can have many disadvantages over there. Now there is one more disadvantage, that is impedance mismatch. Now here impedance mismatch is like this. Suppose this is an order and here order is like this. It is having ID, customer name, then actual order of items and payment details. Now suppose I want to maintain this order totally, I have to maintain multiple tables for that particular order. Means for this first data, I put on orders table. For this is a customer name, I'll put another table, that is customer table. Now this line of items I will put in another table, that is order lines. And this payment details I'll save in another table. So I have to keep here relations between this all tables over here. So there is a mismatch of actual order and how I am storing a data. Now, is it possible to store a data directly like this only? Yes, this is possible because of NoSQL. Now, this mismatch between relational database and clustered led some organization to consider an alternative route to data storage. So, whether I can store directly that order as a data? Yes. So, two companies, particularly Google and Amazon, which are having a large amount of data, which influence different type of data storage, that is Bigtable from Google and Dynamo from Amazon. They have written some papers, and here there is different type of storage they have explored over there. The people began to explore making databases along the similar lines. So similarly, others are started using it. NoSQL the first made its appearance in late 90s as the name of open source relational database Stozzi NoSQL. Led by Carlos Stozzi, this database stores its tables in ASCII files. Each tuple represents by a line with fields separated by tabs. So there is a different way of storing it. The original called NoSQL Meetup for Meetup Ask open source distributed non-relational database. Now, the talk of NoSQL brief from Woodmart, Cassandra. So now there are so many database applications or stores are there. That is Woodmart, Cassandra, Dynamite, HBase, Hypertable, CoachDB, and MongoDB. Now, which are the features of NoSQL? That is, NoSQL is an accidental buzzword. There is no perspective definition. All you can make it is an observation of common characteristics. The common characteristics of NoSQL are not using relational model, running well on clusters means it is distributed on different data systems. Open source, built for 21st century web states, schemaless. This is the main important, but it is not a fixed structure over there for database. The most important result of rise of NoSQL is polyglot persistence, means multilingual also, using different data stores in different circumstances, different type. What is NoSQL basically? Stands for not only SQL. Everybody is saying NoSQL, but it is not. NoSQL means not SQL, not only SQL. It is having SQL types queries also, but not only SQL. Bigtable, Dynamo, Nuts, Sherpa, classes of non-relational data storage system usually do not require fixed table schema or do not use the concept of joins. It is distributed data storage system. All NoSQL offerings relax one or more of ACID properties. ACID means atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. We'll talk about another theorem, that is CAP, consistency, availability, and partitioning theorem, which is followed by NoSQL. Now here we can see some examples of open source softwares which are having some RDBMS as well as NoSQL. Here MySQL is RDBMS, but Cassandra is NoSQL. So there is a combination of some top 10 free open source database management software solutions. So most using this top 10 databases where we are using RDBMS as well as NoSQL. Now here is another example of NoSQL databases. So these are all NoSQL databases. Why and when to use NoSQL? So first we'll see when there is explosion of data, means when there is big data, like social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google. Means scaling is required and distributed database problem. We are using NoSQL. Temporary data means just like shopping cart, wish list, session data. We are using NoSQL. Open source community is NoSQL. Dynamically typed data with frequent schema change. I mean there is no fixed schema over there. At the time we are using NoSQL. When ACID is not necessary, means these are all property is not necessary. Only availability is important. Then and partitioning means there is multiple data over there, big data, so we can partition that data. At that time we can use uh, NoSQL. Flexibility is required, then we can use NoSQL. When not to use NoSQL, that is asset property is required, means all these properties are important, or financial data or complex data, then at that time we have to use relational database. Now types of NoSQL, we'll see there is key value pair based, document based, column based, and graph based are the types of NoSQL. Now first we'll see key pair value. Now key value database and document database are quite similar. Now over here key value is the simplest way. Here it is dictionary type, means key and the value. Now you can store a value such as integer, string, a JSON like structure. JSON means JavaScript object notation, or array along with key used. Now here we can see our RDBMS one name, streets, city, state. Now this is a table format, means RDBMS. Now here we can save like this. Now as in key value pair, I can store name. This is a key and the value is this. So this is a string, street, then city, Pune. I can have integer also some value or some keys. So here I can store as a key value. Now that is enclosed in curly braces. So this is JSON format. Now example for this key value pair, that is CouchDB, Oracle, NoSQL databases, and RIKE, etc. Now where to use this key value pair, that is for user profile, session information, shopping cart, preferences. We can use this key value pair database. It is avoided when more relations and queries are there, then we should not use key value pair. Now document oriented NoSQL. Now document oriented databases in NoSQL document store is a modern way to store data in JSON format rather than simple rows and column. The format used could be JSON or XML, again same JavaScript, object notation, or XML format, markup language, self-describing and hierarchical type. Example of it is Lotus Notes, MongoDB, CouchDB, CoreanDB, and RavenDB. Where to use it, that is content management, e-commerce, and web analytics, we are using document oriented. Now here one example I have taken from the site, and here you can see RDBMS, this is ID, name, and age. Now how to store, this is a key, and we have to enclose, this is a key value, a key, and this the value of it. So here key is enclosed in double quotes, and you can see this. So NoSQL document will look like. Now see another example. Now here there are multiple rows over here. Now the each row will key 1, key 2. So multiple rows can be stored as differently using curly braces, and that is different with different keys. So this is NoSQL document. Now here again we'll see one more example. This is this one. Now here I want to keep users, address of users, and hobbies. Now here suppose there are multiple addresses for this. Here multiple hobbies for this. Now this I can store using arrays. Now here hobbies of 47 ID. Now here ID is 47, name is John, and age is 25. So this is stored. Now afterwards I can store within the same structure hobbies using arrays. That is, there are two hobbies, football and hacking. Now there are two addresses in New York and San Ramon. So these two addresses again I can store as using array over here. And this is a one record. So one document I can maintain for this, and here for RDBMS I am using 3 tables. So I can avoid it and I can keep one record at a time. Now in column-based oriented NoSQL database, data is stored in cell group in column of data rather than as a row. Columns are logically grouped into column families. Example Cassandra, HBase, Hypertable, Amazon, DynamoDB. Now where to use it? That is content management, blogging system uh, that maintain counters, system that maintain counters, services that having expiring usage. Now here, the example of column based. Now this is a user profile and email address, gender, which is stored as a column based. Now here's another user. I can use this as a column based, that is email ID, gender. Now there is an option for another one more particular field also. Now in previous also example, here suppose for one person this key, suppose age is not available. So that is over here for RDBMS, this age should be there or it should be null. But here I can avoid this age over here. I can keep that blank. Okay. So age I will not give over here if I not age is not available that particular row. Now there is another graph based SQL. Graph database is basically built upon entity attribute value model. Entities are known as nodes which have properties. Traversing relationship is very fast in this graph based NoSQL. Nodes store data about each entity in the database. Relationship describe relationship between the nodes, and the property is simply the node on the opposite end of the relationship. Now use of social networking, network graph-based search, routing information and goods that can be done using graph-based NoSQL. Examples of it is Neo4j, Infinite Graph, ArangoDB and OrientDB. Now here one example is there. Now here the friends are connected to each other. So here are the friends and there is friendship between these two. Now this database can be maintained using graph node based database of NoSQL. Now here one more example I am showing of MongoDB, that how to create database. Now firstly I have to create collection of books. Now here the books I can create title, description, who has written this URL I can give, likes. I can insert that data. Again, another title, description by URL, tags, and likes. Now here the third record I have entered over here. So I can insert this. Now afterwards, suppose I want to see, I can see this records over here. That is, this is object ID, title is this educational John, and this is record you can see. Now CAP theorem is for this NoSQL. Three properties of system, that is consistency, availability, and partition. You can have at most two of these three properties that can share data item. Then suppose there is a huge data, I have to partition it. Partition in different systems, that is distribution of data. Now here, suppose I want to distribute that data, partition that data, then there is availability of it, but I have to compromise with consistency because there might not be consistent because there is a replication. To scale out, we have to partition that leaves either consistency or availability to choose from. In almost all cases, you would choose availability over consistency. Now here we can see consistency and availability. This is achieved in RDBMS, that is CE. But consistency and partition tolerance can be achieved when we choose this two. Now here MongoDB HBase achieved, that is consistency and partitioning. But rather for new SQL, we basically achieve availability and partition tolerance, that is for CouchDB, Cassandra, and many more. The CAP theorem, many of the NoSQL databases have loosened up the requirement of consistency in order to achieve better availability and partitioning. So basically, all NoSQL databases achieve A and P, that is availability and partition tolerance. The advantages of NoSQL are cheap, easy to implement, then easy to distribute. It is schemaless, can scale up or scale down. Data are replicated to multiple nodes and can be partitioned. Down nodes easily replaced, no single point of failure that is possible. Relax the data consistency requirement, that is CAP theorem. Now, what is not available in NoSQL? There are joins, means different tables are there. In other relational database, we have to join it. But here joins are not available because we are storing different tables as a single entity. Asset transaction, we are not achieving all asset properties, that is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability over here. Group by query, we can not use it over here. Order by. SQL as a sometimes frustrating but still powerful query language. Here we are using not using SQL as a full-fledged, but it is differently. Easy integration with other application that support SQL, means that is web-based or many other applications. We can use MongoDB, but other applications we cannot use it. Relational database are most popular having schema and asset properties, but there is a problem of scaling when data set is too big and designed to distributed. NoSQL is not using relational model. Schema is running well on clusters, open source and built for 21st century baby steps. It is classified into 4 types, that is key value pair based, document based, column based, and graph based. Examples of NoSQL are MongoDB, Cassandra, HBase, DynamoDB, Node4j, Infinite Graph, etc. When there is a scaling of data in application, NoSQL is used. Thank you.